I'm going to be investing about $20,000 to $25,000 into the HBAR DeFi ecosystem. This is something for 6 months that I've been talking about, my entry into the HBAR DeFi space. And I'm telling you, this is the number one thing that I'm focused on. I've been a big supporter of HBAR for the longest time, and I'm seeing trends that I just can't ignore anymore. And so I'm allocating about 10% of my total HBAR bag into HBAR DeFi ecosystem plays in an attempt to go ahead and accumulate even more HBAR during a time where the markets are volatile as ever. I'm going to be telling you about why the markets are down and what in the world I'm throwing my money at. So let's get it into today's HBAR update. Now, why are the markets down? This is a very easy one to explain. Inflation has increased more than people expected. It's at about 2.9% on a year-over-year basis in July. It was a bit of a surprise for the markets. Some people were going ahead and saying maybe there was a possibility we were getting a 50 basis point interest rate cut. That means more money flows into the economy. It becomes easier than ever to go ahead and borrow money. But now, as a result of inflation being higher, we just aren't sure if we're going to be getting that. Maybe we're going to be getting a 25 basis point cut, which is a little bit less. And so the markets reacted there. Bitcoin actually had hit all-time highs, was absolutely going on a killer run, $124,000. And now it's at $117K. And now, personally, $117,000 on Bitcoin is a hell of a lot. Like, that is amazing. And I'm forecasting an over $200,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025. I still think that the Bitcoin price can more than double over the next year. I think that this bull market is going to be absolutely insane. Liquidity is still here. The fact is that if the markets are running down as much as they are, this means there's a lot of active investing happening, which is amazing. That's exactly what you want to see in a liquid market. If we want to see crypto go higher, we need to have these big moves and these big moves up and down. It's going to be going all over the place. And so that's why the markets are down, and HBAR is down as a result. With this being said, macro things that I'm looking forward to. There is a lot of money moving everywhere. And part of that is, money's moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum because of the ETFs. And now all these big funds are making Ethereum treasuries, and they're investing tens of billions of dollars into this stuff because they made their money on Bitcoin. They want to make their money on Ethereum. And now they have. So what's going to happen? They're going to move to XRP. They're going to move to Solana. They're just going to move down this list until they get to HBAR. The likelihood of an HBAR ETF passing by the end of this year is over 90%. It's almost guaranteed for a spot ETF listing. So more than likely, once we get down this list, we're going to have a big run in the institutional side for HBAR, which is exactly what we want to see. And so we want to front run the effect of all these billions of dollars getting into the markets. I'm going to be diversifying my portfolio. Once retail begins to go ahead and tap into this stuff, it's going to be huge for the DeFi scene. The DeFi scene has woken up in a massive way. I mean, we've been seeing some big runners in a very short period of time. I mean, look at some of these charts. It is absolutely crazy what is happening right now. And I'm not telling people that, like, I'm going all in on this random meme coin that is at 100K market cap that no one cares about, but I want to show my bags because I got a supply out of it. No, I'm not telling you that at all. I'm saying that what I'm personally doing, and none of this is financial advice, I'm allocating about 10% of my bag, is that I'm going to be allocating to the top winners already, because I think that the ecosystem is still just so early. I mean, this is why it's high risk, and I'm not throwing my entire bag at it. It's so early that if I put in, $20,000 here into the DeFi ecosystem for HBAR, I'm almost certain that by the end of this year, that's going to be well over 6 figures because of the risk to reward. The biggest meme on HBAR right now is only at $5.7 million. I mean, it's almost nothing. And the largest NFT collection, which is currently the Dead Pixels Ghost Club, I mean, these things are going for almost, like $300? There are NFTs on Ethereum that are going for tens of thousands, if not almost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it is absolutely insane, in my humble opinion, that these NFTs and these meme coins are at such low valuations. But they're not going to be going for these low valuations forever. In fact, if you look at Dead Pixels Ghost Club's analytics, this thing's been ranging up. This is the last 30 days. It's gone from about a $799 floor all the way up to $1,264. And this is during the same time where HBAR is up 6% on the month. So they've been outperforming HBAR. I think attention's starting to shift here. And you don't need to say, I think, you could say, I know, because if we filter over the last 3 months, you'll see that there's been these huge volume spikes as of late on these NFT collections, on these meme coins. And that, I think, is retail learning about it. A lot of people still underestimate HBAR DeFi. And that is something that I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of. As someone that makes videos every single day about HBAR, I spent a lot of time in this ecosystem. My unique advantage is being able to decipher when I'm early on something. And right now, I think is the second best time, because the first best time was when these things first started, to go ahead and get into the HBAR ecosystem. I think it's ridiculous that the biggest meme coin on this entire space is $6 million. It makes no sense. It should be well over $100 million. I think it's ridiculous that the biggest NFT collection in this entire chain is only at $300. And clearly the market is starting to pick up on that and is starting to buy it. And so from my perspective, I'm going to be buying. And so on the channel for the next 10 days, I'm investing about $4,000 into the top NFT collection, 𝐑𝐞𝐿 Ghost Club, and I'm going to be doing it publicly. In fact, this is my public wallet right now. You could go ahead and pause the video if you want to go ahead and track it for yourself to see what I'm going ahead and doing. But I'm going to go ahead and mint this live. I'm going to be minting this live because I want to go ahead and accumulate more of these. This is something that I have been very passionate about. I used to be very big into the NFT space back in 2021. That made me enormous gains. And I'm someone that could go ahead and spot these opportunities early. Yeah, there's no guarantee that it works out. And if it doesn't work out at the end of the day, it's only 10% of my bag. If this goes to zero, I still have 90% of my HBAR, and I'm still able to go ahead and capitalize on what is going to be the massive run for HBAR. HBAR is going to have a massive run, and I want to make sure that I am a part of it. And so that's why I've gone ahead and done the things that I've done for the HBAR ecosystem and why I'm accumulating so much HBAR. So other things we should know is that if you are someone that is in HBAR and you have HBAR at all in any way, if you look at my Hashback wallet, you'll see that all my coins are staked. If you click on this little thing right here, it says stake. So HBAR has liquid staking. And what that means is that you can have your HBAR out there doing whatever you want with it. I mean, you could buy, sell, swap, it doesn't really matter at all. And you can unstake whenever you want. The only reason you should really be staking is because you're farming airdrops. And the one airdrop people are farming right now, which I will of course have a link in the description for, I benefit from it. So just putting that out there, but it's still, you know, a thing you should be doing, is Origin. Origin allows you to go ahead and invest into these early startups. If you don't really care about anything about Origin, it doesn't really matter because it's free coins, literally free coins. They want to go ahead and grab people that are already staking their HBAR. That increases their holder list, and you get free coins. So there's no reason you shouldn't be doing it. You go ahead, hop here, enter the leaderboard. Right now, we're number 6. We're quickly climbing. We have 82 people. The more people we have, the bigger the multiplier that we get, which more than likely, as a result of being a content creator, I think we'll have well over 100 people by the end of this thing. I feel over the next 1 to 3-ish months maximum, we're going to have the TGE for this coin. So not too much time to farm, but also not like you're getting here right at the end. And that's pretty much the things that I'm currently monitoring right now. Other memes that maybe I'm considering going ahead and grabbing, I've gotten some derivatives and I've got all these stuff. I'll go ahead and leave those for another video because I wanted this to kind of just be an introductory for the entire ecosystem. Let me know if you want to see that kind of content. As always, of course, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more updates and stay classy. And that's all.